Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Tuesday morning. It's now the 13th day of May, 2025, and this is the morning briefing coming to you from the home weather office. And as I look out the window from this view, I've got nothing but blue sky, but there are some areas that are quite cloudy this morning on the west slope of the Sierra, and there are still some areas that are getting a little bit of rain. We'll be talking about that today because we are expecting more Sierra showers today, and some of that may even impact parts of the west slope. And I'll also be talking about a warming trend because we're also getting off to a somewhat cool start first thing this morning for this time of year, but we are going to see some warmer days ahead. Let's get to the radar. You know, this is interesting. The models yesterday were showing this little feature that we would see first thing this morning right in here, dropping down and then kind of dissipating. Now, this is off of the Davis radar, so the activity in the Sierra looks very, very light here. But let me actually switch over to the Reno radar to see if it's being picked up any better there. This may take a second to load. Yeah, see, it looks a little bit better from the Reno radar. A lot of ground clutter here, but you can see this activity that's making its way down toward Lake Tahoe. But all in all, what we could see is more of these showers develop as we go through the day today over the crest of the Sierra. And the satellite, man, this is a really cool satellite this morning, showing the north end of the valley. There's the Sutter Buttes right there. And areas north of the Buttes, nice and clear. We have some low clouds getting banked up into Yolo County. We also have some low clouds with a bit of wave action down here into the Salinas Valley. And then we have this activity. This is actually the little low that's making its way down the crest of the Sierra that's producing those showers that I showed you on the radar. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the Sierra this morning. Look at some alert wildfire cameras. So this is the way it looks from Heavenly right now. And as you can see, this is looking north. There's Lake Tahoe, and we are seeing clouds as you look to the north. Now let's go up toward the Truckee area. Let's see, I want that camera there. Come on. Come on. Come on, load for me. There we go. Looks quite a bit cloudier here. I was trying to animate these, but they weren't animating very well. This one looks like it's, no, that's not, that's near, it looks south here. So this is a Dollar Point. Looks like there's some snow showers here. Actually, the Truckee Airport was reporting some snow showers. And then let's look at from Sierra at Tahoe. It's a cool looking camera here. So you have blue sky, you have low clouds here and there. So there's a lot going on in the Sierra, and we'll continue to see changeable conditions. For those of you in the mountains today, you might see blue sky for a while, and then you'll also have the chance of more showers. As I mentioned, it's also a rather cool morning. These are the 7 a.m. observations. And up and down the valley, we have temperatures in the low 50s for the most part. We have 50 degrees at Mather. We have 49 degrees at Travis Air Force Base. And then in the Sierra, Blue Canyon's at just 34. Truckee, as I said, the airport's reporting light snow and 34 degrees. And at the Tahoe Airport, just 29. So a cool day for the middle part of May. And one other thing that I wanted to show you is the rain that we had in the last 24 hours. And for that, we'll go to the California-Nevada River Forecast Center and the observed precipitation in the last 24 hours. You'll see that in the San Joaquin Valley, we got nothing. Stockton, Modesto, Turlock basically shut out. Around the Sacramento area, generally a few 1/100ths of an inch of rain. But then if you go up to where we were looking at that activity yesterday afternoon, generally in Butte County and the eastern part of Butte County, we have over an inch here. We have 1.2. We have, let's see, 0.86 in Paradise. Jarbo Gap had over an inch. We have 1.3 in Brush Creek. This was the area that saw persistent rain, and some of that continued down the west slope. So you get to White Cloud here, just up the hill from Grass Valley, Nevada City, had about 0.65, whereas in Grass Valley, they're reporting at the airport, Grass Valley Airport, KGOO, had just 0.12 inches. So it really depended on where you were, but there was definitely more precip in the foothills than what we saw on the valley floor. Sly Park had about 1/4 of an inch, whereas the airport in Placerville, PVF, had just 0.11. It's these areas a little bit farther up the hill that we'll see better precipitation as we go through the day today. Let me show you that with the HRRR. And this is that area of precip that I just showed you. As we go through the afternoon, you see more showers develop. Now, we could see this activity maybe down to 5,000 feet. We may even see it all the way down to about 4,500 feet. This is around 3 o'clock this afternoon. This is probably going to be one of those days that from the valley floor, you look to the east and you'll see a lot of cloud cover. We may even see some buildups up here. I'm not sure if we'll get thunderstorms, but we'll certainly see showers along the crest of the Sierra in the late afternoon. So if you're driving up Interstate 80, 50, 88, and going on up over the summit, I think Monitor Pass is open now. So if you're going up that way, you'll also find some of these afternoon showers. And then as we head into the evening, they all dissipate, although we may see something try to come down the hill, probably overdone there. And then Wednesday is a dry day, maybe a sprinkle on the east side. But yeah, today is going to be another active day for the Sierra, but nothing for the valley floor. And really nothing all the way down to Highway 49. All of those areas along Highway 49 would also stay dry. And it's going to get warmer. For that, let's take a look at the 850 millibar temperatures. This is around 5,000 feet. And you can use this as a good proxy for the warming that we're going to see on the valley floor. This is this afternoon, and as I scroll over it, you can see that generally in northern and central California, the temperatures are in the low 40s, 41, 42, 43. So that's relatively cool. That means valley temperatures today will stay below average. And as we get to tomorrow afternoon, I like to compare 0Z to 0Z. So let's go ahead. Two more, I think. No, one more. One more. Okay, this is 0Z tomorrow. So this is 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And instead of being in the low 40s, we've gone to the upper 40s. So tomorrow, a little bit warmer. Temperatures probably closer to average, into the upper 70s. And then as we head into the day on Thursday, again, I got to see if I'm at 0. One more frame. There we go. So this is Thursday afternoon. Now we're seeing temperatures in the mid-50s. So then we're likely going to see afternoon temperatures reach the low 80s. And then on Friday afternoon, we're in that same range. We kind of level off in that range of low 80s. So while we'll see a warming trend, we're not going to really see anything in the way of big-time heat come our way anytime soon. And right now, the weekend is also shaping up to be pretty nice, not too hot. And right now, it also looks as though it'll stay dry, and I'll have more details on that in the next couple of days. But in the meantime, today, this cool start will give way to a pretty nice afternoon. But once again, in those elevations above 5,000 feet, we will have the chance of showers this afternoon and maybe even a little bit of slushy snow once again, but probably a little bit higher than what we saw during the day yesterday. But for the valley floor, and coastal areas, we are going to stay with a lot of sunshine. Maybe a couple of clouds pop up during the day, but that's about it. Should be a good-looking day with temperatures at or slightly below average for this time of year and averages in the upper 70s. So that's everything I've got for you on this Tuesday morning. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.